Okay, we are live. Hello, hello. I'm here with Erin tonight. We are live on both of our accounts per the usual here. So I'll just do a quick introduction. My name is Haley. I am a nurse of almost 9 years, mom of one, and I started high ticket sales back in April. Erin, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah, so I'm Erin. I'm a dog mama of two, and I started in high ticket about 90 days ago. So I'm about 3 months in.
Oh my gosh, exciting. Those first 90 days are like the wildest of days. Oh my gosh, I remember that. Oh, it's
Yep,
so fun. Everything's like coming at you from all angles. People are like reaching out all over the place. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
yep,
So
yep.
crazy.
My brain is broken.
Yes. Okay, so fill me in a little bit. Like, how did you learn about high ticket sales?
So I had never heard of high ticket sales before this business, and one of my very old coworkers in the dental world, we both worked as dental assistants at the same office, and we both have since left there, but I follow her on Facebook, and we've remained friends for like the last 15 years, and she started this business
Okay.
in I think May of last year. And I had just been watching her posts for like 6 months, and I'm thinking, what is she doing? Like, she's a solid human and she's got her stuff together, her poop
Yeah.
in a group, as I like to say. Um, so I was reached out, and I'm just like, I am not making any promises, but I'm super curious. And that's it, all rolled uphill from there.
Wow. Okay. So you reached out to her. She asked you some questions, like came up with your goals and everything, and then you watched the masterclass. After watching the masterclass, did you have like any hesitation, or were you pretty much like, no, I'm in?
Nope, I was in.
That's
I
how
didn't
I was
even
too. I had like zero hesitation at all.
no hesitations. I like didn't even know, like, no, I didn't even know what questions to ask. I was just like, I want in, sign me up today. Like, I don't need to know how to do any of the things. I just want in because this is amazing.
It's so funny. And like some of the questions that I run into from people are not anything that I was ever concerned about. The questions that I run into are like, what if I don't make any sales? Or what if this doesn't work for me? And I was like, what? Like that never even once crossed my mind because
Nope.
one, I knew that I was a hard worker. Two, I had literally seen the proof from a person that I know personally. Like, I'm like, what do you mean? Like, no, I think all my questions were like actually like business related. Like, okay, explain to me like how this business thing works type of a deal. And yeah, when she answered my questions, I was like, I'm in. I'm
Yep.
in. Yeah.
Exact same. Exact same. I wasn't even worried about, I'm like, this is going to work. Like, there was no,
Mhm.
like, who doesn't need these products? Like, every human I know and every animal I know needs these products. Like, I just was like, that's not even a question. It's, yeah. Nope.
I know. It's so funny because like my husband, honest to God, didn't care about the business at all. He had no interest in the product at all. He didn't even drink his first glass of alkaline water until literally like a week ago. Like he honest to God didn't care.
Oh
I was
my
like
gosh.
I was like, how's the water? And he's like, tastes like water. I was like, perfect. And then like 2 days ago, he's like, so tell me more. Like, what about the water? And I'm like, it has more antioxidants in one glass of water than like I don't even know how many pounds of blueberries. Like, I can't even remember now.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like a lot. And he's like, oh, that's cool. What do antioxidants do for you? And I was like, dude,
So we're
we've
having a
only
whole health
only
lesson
had
here.
this product since April, and like now all of a sudden you care. Okay, great.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. My dogs are nuts. Like, they go nuts when I fill their bowl with fresh 7.0. They are
Really?
crazy.
That's
Absolutely
hilarious.
crazy.
You
Yeah.
know what, though? I
They're,
bet you they can smell a difference in the water, though. You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
oh, yeah. And they're snobby now. Like, if we go to my mom's to visit or something, they are complete, like, those, they're like, no, thank you. Oh my gosh. They're just snobs.
So did you ever, like, look up on I can't remember what the website is, but did you ever look up the website where it talks about what has been tested in your water, like, in your local water? Did you ever look that up?
So funny enough, so my day job is I am the lead coordinator for the UP in Michigan. So I deal with water a ton because I deal with a lot of lead poisoned kids. And that's kind of, yeah. So this is just like, I already kind of knew a lot of these things about water. So yeah, I was all like when I saw Alicia posting stuff and I realized it was water, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm all in and I have to have this."
That is literally insane. So I was just on a call with a girl the other day, and her mother-in-law was diagnosed with like this rare brain tumor that has been specifically linked to high levels of arsenic. Guess what? They had their water tested, extremely dangerously high levels of arsenic. Then it turned out that like they live on this country road, whatever, and all of the houses along that area all had extremely high levels, and all of those old people had like weird tumors or some sort of weird cancer.
Yep.
Literally insane.
Yep. Yep. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. And like when you look at for like us where I live, we're an old mining region. So like
Of
the
course.
amounts of lead, copper, arsenic, mercury, like all of those things are just insanely prevalent. So it was like a no-brainer for me to jump into this business.
And
Like,
so that is so wild because, like, I don't know if you have children or not, but like, I have a daughter, she's 3.5. So at every well child visit, they ask you, like, if you've moved houses recently or like what year your house was built in. And like, of course, my mind always goes to like, the paint, right? Like, okay, paint chips or like this or that or like whatever. Well, then in the mail this summer, we got a letter that was from so essentially where we live in the country, and they have tapped into like large wells like out in the country, and then they pipe it to like all the rural people's houses. So it's not like each person doesn't have their own well, it's like whatever distributed.
okay.
Anyways, they wanted us to go and like look at whatever adapter that comes into our house and see what kind of pipe it was, because there's a bunch of lead pipes also that the water is being filtrated or coming through or like whatever. So it really like opened my mind learning about water and all this kind of stuff of like what we're not even aware of.
Yep. Yep. It's really scary because when you go down that one rabbit hole, like I went down the lead rabbit hole, and then all of a sudden I'm in PFAS and I'm in radon and I'm in like the whole environmental impact is just wild.
I didn't even know about radon until like literally 2 years ago. I had a friend of mine who was buying a house. They're like, yeah, we wanted to buy this house. We had tested for radon. It was super high. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? Like, I've never even once worried about that, let alone thought about like what was in my drinking water. Like, I just assumed like we live in the United States, it's going to be like good. Like there's not E. coli in it, so we're good. No, all of those harsh chemicals that are also in the water from like runoff and like we live in a huge farming community.
Yep.
And so like all those chemicals too.
Yep. It's scary.
What the website is called. Is it EWS? No.
There's a couple different, we use a lot of my program goes a lot off of like EPA and then state guidelines.
Okay. I'm going to look up what the website is here real quick because I totally have it. EWG Tap Water Database, EWG.org. Anyone, you can look that up. You can type in your specific address, your county, whatever, and pull up what's in your water. And I beg you, do it. And you will be shocked.
You will be calling us.
You will be like, what are you talking? What is getting that out of? What's getting the arsenic out of your water? Wait, what?
Yes, you'll be reaching out because you'll be petrified.
Literally horrified. And like we're like talking about our product, right? So speaking of our product, we just got off of a team call tonight and it was wild, literally wild. They announced that in the last one day, 24 hours, our team made over $1 million. It was like $1.2 million in sales in 24 hours. What?
Look at us go. Look at us go.
Literally insane. And I'm so extremely proud of us. So extremely proud.
Yes.
And like
Yes.
my two direct mentors, Jess and Riley, they also said that I think in the last week, like just our small group of women has submitted, I think they said $80,000 in sales.
Yeah.
Literally also mind blowing. Like I am just so proud of all of the just passion that all the women have on our team, not only for like one, helping each other make sales, but two, like passionate about getting good water and clean water into people's homes. Because like you said, you help families and you test children for high lead levels. And like I didn't even think about that being in the water, honestly.
Yeah, it's such a rewarding job, but I mean, I do like the wraparound service for them. So it's literally from like they're getting tested to the moms are panicking. So we're having
Well,
the
of course.
conversations and yeah. And so like then I have, schedule the inspections, have the inspections done, have scopes of work written for lead abatement to be done on their homes. I get them hotels or Airbnbs or whatever. Um,
Right.
I oversee the work being done on the home and then get them back in and make sure the kids' levels are coming down. But yeah, it
Right.
is just it's awful to see that panic on moms'
On mother's
faces.
face, of
Like,
course.
yeah. And I don't personally have any kids of my own by choice, but I have nieces and nephews that I love dearly. And yeah, it's so hard.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can only imagine, and like okay, so you come from the upper peninsula, and then you like obviously know that there's high lead in the water there. Like you guys have known that for a
Yeah.
long time, right? But like us other communities, like our water isn't regularly like we don't regularly test our water like that. Like, sure, our water is Trail County water, whatever. We just assume that everything is, golden because we haven't received a letter or a phone call saying like, "Hey, this is dangerous." But like, what they consider is like is it a safe level? No, a
Yes. There's like a threshold where
right,
no lead is safe, but really there's like a threshold to where it's really going to start like
damaging you.
damaging your development and your neurological and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and so like there is like a safe level, but that doesn't mean that it's safe. And that's for like all of these chemicals too. Like if you go to that
Yep.
website, the ewg.org, and you look it up, it will literally say like arsenic, chloroform, like list lead, all these things. And it'll tell you like, oh, what's the number one cause of this? Or like, what's the number one thing that this causes? Oh, cancer, cancer,
Mhm.
cancer, all of these things.
Yep. Yep. And I spent a summer in Honduras in my college days, and we did not have clean water. So it was just, I was in my early 20s at that time. So it was just completely eye opening. And that's kind of when my passion for water really sparked, is
Mm-hmm.
like just watching people that were so happy and so nice, but like knowing they didn't have access, it just broke my heart. So that's kind of where my water passion started. And I've always been a water drinker because I ran cross country in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always been a water drinker. But yeah, that's kind of where it started, was just like really humbling to not have clean water for a summer. It was really humbling.
Right. Well, for sure. And like, so a lot of us, not everyone, but a lot of us that live in the United States are very fortunate with, having clean drinking water. And we just assume, like, because it's clean, it's safe, and it's good, and like whatever. But until you, like you said earlier, once you go down a rabbit hole and you start learning more, it's the same of like if you go down the food rabbit hole, right? Like a preservative rabbit hole or, like the chemicals that are in food. Like you can go down such a rabbit hole that like your mind is going to explode.
Yep.
But essentially, once I learned about water and about the business and how it all works together is really what sold me on it. I'm like, yes, literally every single person that I know needs this in their home, right? Not
Yep.
because I want to make a sale to them, but because it is actually like proven that these chemicals in our water cause cancer and cause other illnesses and cause brain development, like you said. Like I think that everyone should have this in their home. Like my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 41. Like there was no family history really. Like she tested negative for like all the gene things, like whatever. And you just like wonder how much of everything that we're exposed to like could be prevented if we
Yep.
just like did whatever.
Yep.
So anyways, we really went down a rabbit hole about water there.
We did. We
I
did.
love that. And I just want to also say that like there's a lot of things out there that are additives to your water, right? Like I was just seeing something somebody posted the other day about like, oh yeah, you add this like whatever powder to your drink and it like makes it alkaline. That to me scares me more. I'm so sorry. But like you're making your regular tap water that is full of harsh chemicals already, and you're adding more chemicals to it that aren't regulated by the FDA, that aren't anything. And then you're going to drink it and whatever.
No
That
thanks.
scares me more, I think.
No thanks. No thanks. I will. So we just talked on our call too about like the hills that will die on, right? So like I said, I was on, just started this business 90 days ago. And in these 90 days that I've been drinking this water, I've gotten completely off of my thyroid medication that I have been on for 13 years.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
like tried and true right here, 3 months on the water, off
And
meds I was on for
medication.
completely off. Yep. And
So,
I had my levels checked on Tuesday of last week. I had a doctor's appointment, told my doctor, quit taking it when I started drinking the water, and she was horrified.
right,
So she, yeah, because I'm not normally super non-compliant, but I was just like, you know what, I'm going to test it. And so my levels not on the meds on this water are more normal than they were like ever were even before I went on meds. They were like, it's just insane. It's insane.
What? Okay. And so like you and I, we've talked about like the filtration process of this water and like getting all the harsh chemicals out. But the machine that we have not only filters your water, it also goes through an electrolysis process where it goes through, I think it's 7 titanium plates. I might be wrong with that. I'm not
7 or 8, depending on which machine it is.
Right. Okay. So 7 or 8 titanium plates goes through electrolysis, right? So that like breaks apart the molecule, right? Science. Okay. And then it creates your water, makes it more alkaline, comes out of one part of it, and then the acidic water comes out of the bottom. So Erin here has been drinking what pH have you been drinking?
So I'm pretty much at I pretty much stick to 9 unless I'm having coffee, then I do 8.5, but I'm actually a 9er. I'm a 9er.
Nice. Okay. So then do you also use any like turmeric or anything like that, or just the water? Turmeric as well? Oh my gosh.
Yep. And I have some chronic inflammation stuff going on. Like I have psoriasis and psoriatic arthritis, which I don't talk a lot about, but my inflammation markers are the lowest they've ever been. Like on this water, and then in the shop, like with the showers, I haven't had any, and the beauty water, like I haven't had any flares of psoriasis or anything. It's completely like it has changed my life in 30 days or 90 days.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is literally honestly amazing. And like, you need to talk about it. Like you really should. Like that is so awesome. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So for me, I just don't want people to have a pity party. Like, oh, poor her. Cause no, not oh, poor her. Like poor her is kicking ass and she is loving life. Cause this is like the best thing that could have ever happened to me.
I freaking love that for you. That is literally so amazing. And like, the thing is though, is like this business is not only helping you physically, but mentally as well as money wise. Like, let's just be honest, like this business, on your first sale coming into this business, you can make as much as $2,565. What like literally mind-blowing money. Okay. And you're like, okay, but like, how's that possible? Because it's high ticket. Okay. So high ticket, and then there's low ticket, right? So low ticket, you're selling $100 product and you're maybe making $5, $10, you know, whatever off of that max. Okay. High ticket, higher levels, right? The same, but higher. So instead of a $100 product, we're selling like $10,000 to $15,000 worth of product, right? So then that is why we're making such a large commission. Okay. And when you start this business, you're not just thrown into it. Okay. You are not thrown into it. You have direct one-on-one mentorship. You have access to all of our training. If you haven't heard of Daniel G and you're interested in sales, go look him up. Go follow him on Instagram, right? We've had 3 live trainings with him. Absolutely mind blowing. Mind blowing.
I cry when I watch his trainings. I cry.
He's literally so good. Plus, they're recorded and uploaded to our training platform. So like we can go back and rewatch them as many times as we want. We have multiple training calls a week that you can hop on or watch them. Like they're all recorded and uploaded too, like if you're busy or whatever. Our business has made, we usually make about $4 or $5 million in sales every month. But we literally closed $1 million in sales in one day, 24 hours. We did that on our team.
Insane.
Literally insane. Literally insane. Okay. And like I said, like we teach you how to do this. Okay. You have a one-on-one mentor that helps you close your first $75,000 in sales. That's about 20K in commissions in your pocket. Okay. Literally, like in your pocket. All right.
Yep.
And so I'm going to be upfront with you guys. There is a business investment with this business. All right. But that business investment is paid off within your first 4 to 5 sales. Completely paid off. Right?
And completely worth it for just the health benefits alone, not to mention the financial benefit. Like,
well, exactly. Wild. Like we just talked about this. I don't know. Are you in closers yet or not? Quite. You're only 90 days. You're probably not in closers yet. So like, as you are like moving up in this business, okay, there are more opportunities to learn even more about sales. And one of them is our closers group. Okay. So like I'm in closers. I've been in here since April. She's only 90 days in. So like she still has so much, like I'm so baby. I'm so excited for you. So in our closers group the other night, we actually talked about how we wanted to like open up like another section where we talk about like the positive health benefits that like we ourselves have experienced just from using the products. And so I'm so excited for you to get to share your story with everyone because that is so amazing.
Yeah, it was. I don't think I went live, but I did a story on my page because I just was like, the minute I got those results in, I'm like, ooh, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? I was so nervous. And when I saw may remain off of Synthroid for, time being and recheck levels in 6 months, I was like, what is happening? This has not happened to me in 13 years. I've been on this medication for 13 years.
Okay. So then you talked about, did you mention that you have, do you have a type of arthritis? Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so then have you talked to your rheumatologist at all then?
I have labs for that coming up, I think, in a couple weeks. But I can just tell you, the physical. Yeah. I was miserable all summer with the humidity. Like my joints were just completely swollen, miserable, could hardly move all summer. Mm-hmm. And then I started drinking this water, and I have never done so many squats and lunges and stuff without knee cracking in my life. Like my knees used to crack, and I haven't heard them crack in months. So so it's crazy. I just I know all the benefits are just pouring out of me. Like it's insane.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to check back and watch your stories in a couple of weeks and hear you talk about what your rheumatologist has to say. That's so awesome.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's not something that I would wish on anybody. And for being a middle-aged woman, it's, sometimes it's a little sad to talk about it, but this has changed my life. So, yeah, it's great.
That is awesome. And so I'm a nurse. And my previous job, I worked with a lot of outpatients, and we would do different types of infusions and things like that for patients who have all sorts of different chronic disorders. And so I really wish I still had that job just so that I could share what I now know about the water with those patients just for their health benefits.
Yeah.
But now I work in an ER and it's like, treat them and eat them essentially. Like I'm not gonna,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, you should look into alkaline water. But
Yeah. Yeah. No,
oh my gosh.
no. But yeah, it's just, and like, it was just full circle for me too, because like I had to buy a new car and I bought a car. I probably like spent a little more than I should have, but I really wanted it, kind of like was needed it. Right. And then super long, another story for another day, but I ended up taking ownership of my dad passed away from a very sudden heart attack. It'll be 5 years ago coming up, and just this last year I took ownership of his German Shepherd. So with a big dog comes big bills, right? And I already have my own little dog, and she's got chronic allergies, super bad, so she's super expensive. He's a big dog, he's super expensive. Then I bought a new car, super expensive. And I'm just like, how am I going to do this? Like, I make good money for my area and what I do and all of that, but like, how am I going to do this? So it was just kind of like the water, the health benefits, the financial benefits. It was just like everything made so much sense to just be like, yep, I'm ready. Let's go.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. And see, that is like how I don't know how much you are into like the woo-woo stuff, right? Like manifestation.
All in.
Okay. So like the quantum physics route of it, the quantum leaping, like whatever. And like when things just line up like that, like boom, 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 it just, when it falls into place like that, it just feels so right. Like there isn't time to stop and think about it, or that moment will be gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like when things are just falling into place, you just gotta go. Just go for it. And like that is when the big changes really happen,
Yeah,
honestly.
it was wild. Like I had a call with Alicia, my direct mentor, and then Jamie, and she's like, "What questions do you have?" I'm like, "None. Where do I sign? Because like I'm in. I don't need any more information. Like I'm in." Because I knew it felt right, and I kind of had this like little like dad voice being like, "You got this, girl. You got this. Like this is it. This is what you need." So I was just like, "Yep, I'm in. It's here we are."
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's so awesome. Okay, so then if somebody that's watching right now is having some hesitation, they've seen our stories, they've seen our posts, they've been wondering, but they're like, what the heck? Like, what do you have to say to them to like get them to get that fear past them?
Man, don't have the fear. Just like get it out of your head. And I think like if you have just that little bit of spark where you're like, this could work for me, I kind of want to do this. Don't just kind of like, we don't half-ass it. Like, like send a message, say, what's this about? I want in on this. This helped you. Can it help me? Like I will talk you through it all day long. Even if if you decide it's not a right fit, that's fine. Like I just really enjoy the education piece of it, because that's what I do for a living, as education. So, you know what you know, and you don't know what you don't know. So knowledge is power. And I think once people really learn, like, hey, this financially makes sense, for my health it makes sense, for my family legacy it makes sense. Like for me, I didn't need anything else, and I feel like I'm not really much different than most people. So just jump in. I mean, what do you have to lose? If you decide it's not the business for you, you still have some amazing health products out of it.
Literally, let's say you join the business, you got your products, you're starting, whatever, and you decide like, you know what, I don't really like this. You have the products, you make 4 or 5 sales, your products are paid off, and like you never have to look back to the business again, right?
Oh.
But then also, with that being said, let's say you take a break from the business. Okay, you take a break, you don't make a sale in 6 months, a year, you don't lose any rank. This isn't like your MLM, whatever. Like, no, you come back in making the same amount of money per sale that you were making before you left. Like, you never lose rank.
No, and I love that the rank, it comes from your direct sales. Like you put in the work, you do your direct sales. You don't really worry about what anyone else is doing. Like
Mhm.
you have your team and you mentor them, but like you put in the work for your sales, for
Yeah.
your money. So you earn your money. And that's what I really like about it. Cause like sometimes you get people who are unsure and unsteady, and that's okay. Like everyone's at a different walk in life. And so I think it's just really important for me to know too, like it's all based on me. I don't have to worry about what anyone else is doing.
Well, exactly. And like, yes, it is all like, it's all you, right? But like, you are given the tools that you need to be successful. And like, we can prove to you tenfold how successful this business is. Reach out to us. We're going to get you into our school platform and our Facebook group where all the women share every single sale that they make. Like, there are so many sales being posted every single day that like your mind is going to be blown. So like, we can prove to you that it works that way. When you sign up with us, like you get all the training to be successful. You have that direct one-on-one mentorship. You have all the coaching calls. You have like everything that you need to be successful. The only way that you're not going to be is if you just don't put in the work. If you don't learn, if you're not willing to show up for yourself, if you're not willing to do what you need to do, like it's really the only way that you're not going to be successful.
Yep. And you don't have to be social. Like I was not living my life on social media, and I don't even really feel like I'm doing it now. Like I do share more than I used to, but
Mhm.
I don't have a ton of friends. I don't have a ton of followers. I'm just really connecting with like-minded people who are in the same boat of like the health space, the wellness space. Like
Mhm.
I'm kind of on a journey of like freedom and peace. Those are my words for the year. So like anybody who's talking about those things, I'm like, let's chat, let's chat, let's chat, because I just feel like we're going to end up being connected and in line. And that's really like those kind of people are going to be your business people. Like they're going to want to join you, and they might have something going on that you might want to join, right? We're talking multiple streams of income. So
Mhm.
there's just so many benefits. And like, I'm still overwhelmed with the amount of material that's provided, like the videos, the content, how to make content, how to just like it is literally given to you step by step for free. You're not paying for anything other than your investment, which is crazy to me. Like,
Yeah.
and
It is
like
so
your
wild.
investment is like yours. You're getting the benefits of this machine or whatever products you buy,
Mhm.
plus everything is free. Like it's insane. It is absolutely insane.
Yeah. Yeah. It honestly is like if you think about it too much, yeah, you're like, oh my gosh. But yeah, like we help you through everything, start to finish. And by finish, honestly, I think even just on the call tonight, or maybe it was last night, I don't remember. But like essentially, when you sign on with us, like it's mentorship for life is kind of how Jess says it. Like you sign up, and like as long as you're running your business, like you're getting that mentorship with it. Like it's right there with it. Um, I can hear my daughter outside the door. She's still awake. She's supposed to be asleep.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
So
gosh.
I'm going to let you go, Erin, but thank you
Yes.
so much for hopping on with me. This was such a fun conversation. I would love to have you
Yes.
back,
Yes,
especially like
please.
in like a month or two, and like see even more like how you're feeling in the business and like health wise and like everything. So
Yes.
before we go, if anyone made it this far and you're interested, reach out to Erin or myself in the DMs. Reach out to us. We're going to ask you a couple of questions. We'll get you over to our masterclass and our Facebook group so that you can see the information, and we'll go from there. So have a good night, everyone.
Good night.